Guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be going over the ugliest cars in Greenville, so let's get into it. Alright, starting at number 1 with our oldest car from 2004, we have the 2004 Aikawa Maxim, and this thing is just horrendous. I mean, I believe it's an Isuzu in real life. I just really don't like the way this looks. The front end is hideous. It's just really ugly. The lighting is also pretty bad. This is an old car. This wing is disgusting. Like, why put this huge wing on a family SUV? That's just so stupid. But yeah, it's pretty ugly. I don't see why you would like this thing. But yeah, there's car number 1. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, so our next car is the 2012 Cobalt Pursuiter, and my god, this thing is ugly. You look at the grill and you have these weird, like, grill things. Same thing on the back with these ugly taillights, and yeah, this thing looks like a Hot Wheels car. You got the Rolls-Royce door handles, which is absolutely crazy. You got bad lighting too, and yeah, this thing, probably one of the most ugly cars on the list, to be honest. It's pretty hideous. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so our next car is the 2014 Navara Beat, also known as the Nissan Juke, and yeah, it's pretty ugly. The front lights are just super weird. These circle ones, and then we got these, whatever shape that is. We also it's just, the shape of the car is really weird. The Nismo trim is absolutely insane. We also got the taillights. And yeah, this thing is just a massive failure in my opinion. There's probably some people who like it, but I'm not one of them. This thing's pretty bad, especially the Navmo. That's just insane. Alright, so our next car is the 2014 Navara Prism, also known as the Nissan Cube. I mean, we also got the Ute trim, which looks pretty even uglier. So the front end, for starters, looks like the freaking skull emoji. It's really ugly. Let me get to the side. The windows are like circles, squares, whatever. We move to the back. The bed is like super long, like half the entire car. Then we got this weird light bar that's trying to be futuristic or something. And then, yeah, it's just, everything is so round on a pickup. It's just really weird. We also got like the stance kind of rims. But there's also like a Navmo trim to this, which is also pretty ugly. But yeah, this is just, the front, especially this grille design, is just really weird. Alright, so our next car is the 2020 Mizushima Saizigai Cross. I don't know how to say it, but so the front isn't awful. I mean, it's bad, but it's not awful. It's bad, but it's, yeah. And then, but you move to the back, and oh my god, it looks like a Prius, but worse. My god. What is that? It's this weird light bar that goes across the middle of the taillight, and then it like splits. It's just really weird. Also, the shape of this car is just so strange, with the taillights up there, and then the lights down here. Yeah, it's really hideous. It's ugly. Again, the front isn't the worst bit. It's just when you go to the back, and just that tail light just. Alright, so our next car is the 2020 Cassius E2. So yeah, the horn is pretty awful. I mean, the front looks pretty generic, more like a Chevy. It's not great, but it's not the worst thing ever. Then you move to the back, and it kind of looks like a Honda Odyssey for some reason. The shape is just so weird. It looks like an egg. Also, the model quality isn't great, but that's not really a problem. The main thing is just the weird egg-like shape of it. So our next car is the 2022 Western Synth. Yeah, Westerns are pretty ugly in general, but we got these really weird taillights that like arch across the entire front end. This is supposed to be a face. I don't know how to get that, but that would make it even uglier. And the shape of this truck is also pretty strange. It's just really boxy. It doesn't have much body lines or anything, except for these weird intake thingies. And you move over to the back, and it's also pretty ugly. Yeah, it's like one of those like clickbait car thumbnails of like cars from 2057. This taillight that split is pretty ugly. We also got this light bar across the top, which extends across the entire thing. But yeah, this thing is just really strange. I don't like how the bed just abruptly like starts. It's just really weird. So the next car is the 2023 Vision Riptide, and yeah, you'd have a hard time guessing that this is a fictional 4Runner. The front end, it just everything about it does not resemble a 4Runner. For some reason, you got a tire on the back of it, which is strange. This thing is just way too fictionalized for anyone to like. In fact, I made a whole video about it. It's so bad. It's just pretty ugly in my opinion. Okay, well, I wouldn't say it's ugly, but it's more of just way too fictional for my liking. Just me personally, though. And last, but certainly least, we have the 2025 Western Leviathan. And yeah, this thing just has such a weird front lighting situation. So you got this top bar over here with the grill, and then you got this weird lightning bolt thing, and you got a bottom area with another grill, which is really weird. I kind of hate the lighting setup. The rims are so ugly. Those are just freaking triangle rims or something. And then you go to the back and you got these ugly taillights again. Thankfully there's no double bar thing. That would have been way worse. But yeah, this is just so ugly.